For carnivores, they have to cover a large area, usually to find enough food to sustain themselves. So they need large undisturbed areas where they can wander around and seek out the game that they're looking for. This is the kind of country where those animals can survive. Oregon and Washington, you have some small roadless areas, and they may be 20,000 acres, 10,000 acres. Those kind of places, while they are very unique and very interesting, they're not the kind of places that can support an animal like a grizzly bear.
A study done by Carol Reed-Noss and Paul Packett in 2000 is a very interesting study because what it shows is that of all the Rockies, from and including Yellowstone National Park to and including Jasper National Park up in Canada, the most important area for large carnivores is the Clearwater Basin and some of the surrounding lands like the fringes of the St. Joe, the upper St. Joe River, and a little bit probably of some of the salmon drainage. That's what that study, it shows the importance of this wild place to the survival of these large keystone mammalian carnivores. Well, some of the large carnivores here in the Clearwater Basin are, of course, the wolf, the icon. The grizzly, from time to time, still shows up. Cougars are also a large carnivore here. We have black bears. And then there's smaller carnivores, but they also play very important site-specific roles. So if you look at something like a wolverine, a little bit smaller, but people think of a wolverine as a large one because it has such a tough reputation, and somewhat deserved, somewhat not. And then a lynx is an important carnivore in certain habitats. Generally that upper elevation where there's enough snow, because they have a competitive advantage because of their big feet, even though they're not any bigger than bobcats in terms of weight. In fact, they're probably slightly smaller, but their feet are so much bigger, they love that snowy habitat. So that's another carnivore. We think of something like a fisher, which is a little bit lower elevation, big member of the weasel family, like a large pine marten, and it does a little bit better in these wetter forests that we have in the Clearwater. So that's why it's the best habitat we find for fisher is here.
I think the grizzly bears are the one thing that Clearwater doesn't have that it should have to make it truly the complete ecosystem and wild ecosystem I'd like it to be again.
We should put forth our effort in conserving bears and their habitat. Those two things go together. So when bears have everything they need in a habitat, that's a pretty healthy ecosystem because they are more of an umbrella species. They are indicators of the health of an area. When the health of the environment declines, so do the species and the diversity of species. And we have so few of those left. It's very important that we stand up for this very last remote bit of region in the Clearwater.
It is something that is missing, I know, in my heart and that of my family because of our ties to the grizzly bear and relying on his knowledge and wisdom to guide us as a family. And it has helped us in our struggles to exist here in this world. That I hope that the grizzly bear could provide that type of nurturing and that form of wisdom again, and I hope that these roadless areas and these wilderness areas could be considered for a home.
One of the things the Forest Service can do to help protect large carnivores is to help eliminate the possibility of lethal encounters with human beings, because that's really what amounts to problems for the carnivores. And one way to do that is to regulate in the forest plan kind of human access that takes place. For example, the roadless areas should be free of motorized and mechanized use because it's much easier for people to get in the backcountry and then run into these animals and have more of a conflict. So if you can reduce the frequency of contact, and that's one thing that the Forest Service could do.